Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm. Wait. Everybody calm down.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the... I messed up that intro.
Keep rolling.
I'm keeping that in. How are you guys?
Keep the cameras rolling.
Robert and Jaden here, by the way. How is everyone?
Hello. I'm doing great.
I bet anyone stumbling on this podcast has used that intro just like, that's a strange intro. Is this guy okay? Welcome back.
Roll hungover.
But yes. Oh, dude. Okay. What a time to be a Marvel
Be
fan.
alive.
Well,
okay.
It's technically the same thing, okay? So, okay, this is the year of... If you haven't read the title, we're talking about the Loki finale, by the way. So, this is literally Marvel's year, okay? 2021 is absolutely...
Can't read.
Yeah,
Sorry.
2021... It's like, what, we're getting literally everything Marvel-related every single week, every single month, pretty much. So, Loki finale just aired a few days ago, so we're here to talk about it. And I'm just going to say right off the bat, this was amazing. What did you guys think?
Amazing.
Fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, it really was. I was just about to say that word, phenomenal. I really was. But yes, it is phenomenal. It is... I'm not gonna say that it's the only finale that was actually really good, because loads of people online are saying stuff like, oh, this is the only finale that didn't disappoint. Oh, yeah, WandaVision did disappoint in some areas. Falcon's finale was amazing, and Loki's finale was just even better, okay? So I'm not gonna go and say just like this is the only good finale, but...
I think what this finale got right was it didn't dick the fans over.
Yeah,
like,
it didn't.
If I like the last bonus thing on WandaVision dick the fans over.
This whole show didn't do that.
Set something up. Yeah, this set something up and didn't try to outsmart the audience by, like, changing what we were doing just for shock value.
Yeah. And I'm just happy that... the best thing about Loki so far is that every single episode...
Florida Loki?
What'd you say?
Florida Loki, that's the best thing about Loki.
Okay, do you want to know what the second best thing about Loki is?
Every episode is amazing.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say this real quick. If you watch the entire show now, you can't really imagine any other, like, way they could, like, continue the story. It's like, for example, WandaVision, you could be like, oh, in the finale they should have done this, but with Loki it's just like, I can't think of a better way for that to happen.
Yeah. It's weird as well. Just get into, like, the reveal of Kang, except not Kang a minute. But it feels weird because we were all expecting it to be Kang, but not the way it was. But at the same time, I think it's better it wasn't actually Kang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's something just so cool about knowing Kang's coming after seeing the actor already anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, Kang's in the show. Thank God. That's amazing. Jaden, what did you think of the sort of, the slow reveal of Kang?
I thought it was bloody fantastic.
Yeah, it was handled in a way that I didn't expect it. At first I was like, huh? Actually, at first I was like, oh my god, it's Kang.
Yeah, that's the thing about it as well, I wanted to bring up. How they gave us the reveal of what we wanted, but in a way that misdirected the audience's expectations of how the reveal was going to be. But still setting up some really cool shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when that whole scene came on with, Jonathan Majors, like, sitting there. Like, at that same time, my dad, like, got me some food, and he was, like, trying to pass it to me. My eyes never left the screen, so I was just getting him a handout, just trying to grab shit.
Yeah, I was eating ice cream at the time, right? And I just had a big bowl of vanilla ice cream and just cookies and just toffee sauce, right? And it was so difficult to eat because I didn't want to take my eyes off the screen. Because I got to look down and find my food with the spoon first, but I got to look up and try and get as much as I can on the spoon without taking my eyes off the screen. And I looked down after the episode and there was just toffee all over my shorts. I was like, oh, Loki, this is what you're doing to me.
It was worth it.
It really was worth it. You know, I'm literally 3 days later, I'm
You,
still
you,
wearing the
you,
same
you
shorts.
could
It's
you could say
definitely one of
you
those.
could
Yeah, go on.
Wait, no,
you go,
speak,
Robert.
Jordan.
You go, Robert.
No, oh, I was gonna say it's definitely one of those reveals where, like, if they didn't reveal who, like, Jonathan Major would be playing Kang in Ant-Man 3, well, we probably would have been a bit confused for a bit up until, like, he got to his desk and started talking about his, like, former names.
Yeah.
That's, like, one of the things I did realise when watching it.
Mm.
But even that, I don't think takes away from it.
Yeah, I don't think it did.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Jaden?
I was gonna say you could Finn, you could really say that Loki made your shorts a bit sticky.
I mean, that was true. Well,
Not in the context.
not in the context
What,
you're
what's the
speaking of.
reference?
Because I spilt toffee all over my shorts, and he's making
Oh, okay.
a stupid
that makes
sticky
sense.
reference.
I'm making a bust and a nut joke.
They're still sticky right now.
Oh, you're making a dick joke. I get it.
Yeah.
I haven't bothered to change them because it's been so hot recently, and it's just, you know, every time I walk in
The
the room, everyone,
stickiness cools you down.
yeah, every time I walk in the room, everyone else is just like, "You've been eating ice cream?" Like, I did about 4 days ago, and like, oh, okay. I'm disgusting. I don't even care. But
It's
uh-huh.
I was gonna say it's like I told like Finn like because him and I called it again after the episode, and it's like I told him, I was like, you know, one thing that made me think that like the whole Kang thing was just like why did I not expect this at all? Like why did I not expect this sooner?
Yeah.
Because you know, like I said to Finn, Ant-Man Ant-Man 3 comes out like what 2023, and yet we got the casting of Kang, like the announcement, very
Oh,
like
wait.
earlier
Did
on.
you not expect him to be in the finale then?
No, I did. I just like you know, I expected him to be in the finale watching Loki, but I should have expected him to be in the you know in the series with the before the whole series was a
Oh.
thing.
Oh, I get what you mean now.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't bring that up. That it was the casting was announced like what was it, like start of last year, mid last year, or something?
Believe
Yeah.
so.
It would be last year now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like you know that's during the time of you know filming Loki because the actress for Sylvie said that they've been doing it for like what 18 months.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I remember poor Stranger Things season 4. That's been filming since like late 2019, and hasn't still even finished filming yet. No, this is what one of the actors
Wait,
said.
what happened?
Stranger Things season 4, they said that they haven't even done a trailer yet because they're still shooting like essential scenes.
Yeah, what happened was they got a bit distracted because Black Widow broke Hopper out of prison early, so they had to like go get him back.
And there's also
Yeah.
like a big virus going around. You know, there's also
Oh, the Swolman virus.
what are you talking about?
The Swolman virus.
Finn, what are you talking about? This is the 80s. The virus didn't exist back then.
Oh yeah, he's got a point now.
This is the 80s, it didn't exist back then.
Oh, do you mean the 80s didn't exist back in the 80s?
No. I mean, shut up. Clown.
Oh, but yeah, poor Stranger Things season 4. I feel so bad for him. They've been filming for a while. Loki
Same.
was filming for a while. Also, I'm gonna bring this up while I'm here before we go into like other before like at the start of this episode, right? Do you remember when people asked Jonathan Majors, "Oh, will Kang be in the Loki finale?" He said, "No, I have no idea what you're talking about." And then he ended up being in it. And then I can't remember the actress for She-Hulk.
Lie to us.
Yeah. The actress
Yeah,
for She-Hulk.
Yeah, actress for She-Hulk. She was like, no, I'm not going to be in it. I
Eventually
don't know
was
what the hell you guys are talking about.
Yeah, and then
And I was like, wait, you're She-Hulk now? What the hell?
yeah, and then think back to Andrew Garfield earlier this year. Just like, nah, I've heard those rumors, and nah, I'm definitely not in it now. So
Well, he never said he's not in it. He just said he's heard of those rumours and would have gotten a call. He didn't say he didn't get an email.
true, but it
Or
sort of
heck.
lines up with. Do you get what I mean?
Or he
Yeah, no, I
didn't
get
get
what
any
you're
smoke.
It's basically whenever...
Kevin Feige sent smoke signals to Andrew Garfield to be in No Way Home.
I did hear, well, John Watts did say something someone asked him just like, is Toby and Andrew in No Way Home? And he responded with, if I answer that, Feige would activate the chip in my head, and I'm thinking, is John Watts a clone? And he's going to go through with Order 66 if he's got some sort of chip in his head? That's what I'm thinking about. That's the first thing I thought out.
Everyone needs to be careful around John Watts, otherwise he'll fucking cap you on the back of the fucking back.
At like the No Way Home premiere, he's all sweating and everything, and just like, yo, John Watts, what do you think about this? Premiere's finally here, and he grabs him by the shoulder, and he's just like, good, so just follow orders. Like, hey, chill.
Far From Home, it was actually John Watts that fired the gun at Spider-Man.
Wait, fired what gun at Spider-Man?
The gun. Do you know how, like...
What's he talking... Robert, what's he talking about?
I don't know. Apparently John Watts tried to murder Spider-Man.
No. Do you know the scene in Spider-Man Far From Home, close to the end, where Mysterio's on the ground talking to Spider-Man, and then that's actually an illusion. Mysterio tries to shoot Spider-Man, but Spider-Man, like, fucking flicks him out of the way.
Well, that... Oh, you think like
kills him.
John Watts?
Yes.
John Watts is Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yes.
He actually got violent thoughts, and he actually got told to execute Order 66 on set of Spider-Man Far From Home. He actually tried to kill Tom Holland, but the writers just thought it was such a good scene. They just kept rolling the cameras.
Tom Holland actually has those powers, that's why they cast him.
No, it's just like, John Watts, like, tries to shoot Tom Holland, and, like, he misses, like, shit, get Jake Gyllenhaal, quick, put him in here.
No, Jake Gyllenhaal actually died on set. They just kept rolling.
Yeah, that's why no one's seen him since.
Yeah. He hasn't been in anything since.
Yeah, not one thing.
Yeah.
This is a Loki review on it.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna have to change my title. I have to go back and change my thumbnail. But I want to speak about this. The build-up for this episode, right? There's actual goosebumps, you know. The shot of Loki and Sylvie in front of the big castle, and then as the camera's gliding round, it kind of reminded me of, you know, like the first Avengers movie where Loki's talking to that weird guy, that Ronan.
Oh, fucking weird hands man.
Yeah, I can't remember what his name is. It kind of reminded me of that, just the whole atmosphere.
Oh yeah, I can totally understand that.
And the thing is, at this
point... Which is funny as well.
Yeah.
Because Loki first introduced us to Thanos, and now he's first introducing us to Kang.
Yeah.
Which I find pretty funny.
Now, I'm waiting for, like, there's going to be, like, a Kang series where it's going to introduce us to the next big bad, like, Squirrel Girl or something like that.
Say the next big bad and then say Squirrel Girl?
They're going to have to include
She's
Squirrel Girl
pretty evil if you think about it.
Squirrel Girl ain't no villain.
Squirrel
Yeah,
Girl...
she is. I have to say she is.
She beat Thanos single-handedly.
No.
She's probably an anti-masker, to be fair.
She probably is.
It's just something that would be there, but like was I the only one who full on got like suspense building up, because at that point I didn't 100% think it was going to be Kang. I really hoped, but it was something I was just like, would they? I was having loads of doubts. And at that point, I was just like, I don't know who's in this castle.
I was too. I was like, it's either going to be Kang or another Loki. And then Miss Minutes turned up.
And I was like, no.
I shit myself.
Dude, that scared me so bad.
Miss Minutes turned up, and every single one of us shit our pants.
No, I actually jumped, and my dog was lying at my feet, and she jumped up and went, oh! She genuinely turned up and looked at me, and I was like, it's okay.
Your dog was actually scared by Miss Minutes.
Dude, genuinely, like, we were all shook. They're just, hi, y'all.
Your dog looked at you, bitch, please.
I genuinely did, like, lunge back for a split second. I was just like, oh my god, that cold stare that she just gave everyone.
Man, Armstrong's a scary bitch.
I know. But,
Yeah.
like, the inside of, like, the sort of citadel, is that what it was called, a citadel?
I think it's, the Citadel.
Yeah, it looks cool on the inside. It looks so freaking sweet.
I've just thought, we're calling it a Citadel, and the colour scheme with, like, the weird lines on the walls that was all, like, cracked.
Mm.
Yeah. Thinking about it now, it reminds me of the Citadel arc from the Clone Wars, when they have to like sneak in to rescue Little Man and
What would you do
Tarkin.
if it was Tarkin running the whole TVA?
I'd be like, this makes a lot of sense.
I mean, you know,
I mean, he's got his thick thighs.
at least they're doing something with him then, other than Bad Badge. It's more
Yeah.
interesting for him then. But yeah, the Citadel on the inside, it's kind of like you just
Cool
look at
looking.
that, and you know when you get low stuff, when you got like CGI backgrounds, or it's just like you can tell that CGI, and sometimes that looks really
Yeah.
cool. There's actually, it felt like that was a place to me,
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
least.
It felt like
Also-
that's like a
also-
place you could just visit now.
Yeah, go on,
Like
Jaden.
if they took
I
you
had
on
to-
tour of the set.
I had to put bloody subtitles on for the intro to see
Oh,
who the hell
when they
was
were-
talking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
you
forgot
like
to
the-
talk about that intro.
I know.
Bloody
Red Dead
hell,
won
you're
the
forgetting a lot of
one.
shit during Loki, aren't you?
Well, dude, Kang just got me too excited. I just went straight into it. So yeah, that intro is probably the best intro that Marvel's ever done. That and the
Yeah.
Stan Lee one.
Yeah.
Which one was for the Stan Lee one?
That was Captain Marvel, wasn't it? And I
I
guarantee,
think so, yeah.
I think so.
I guarantee
Maybe.
they're gonna do one for Chadwick Boseman when Black Panther 2 comes out, which that'll
They probably will. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they do. But yeah, okay, what I think is really cool about the opening title, because you know you got the big sacred timeline, right? It plays the intro. I mean, it got all these quotes, and then it slowly merges into a bunch of
Real
waves and
life.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it just moves over to the big like stringy timeline.
When I was watching it, I thought what they were going to do was that because me and Stuart were first confused. Then we were like, oh, it's probably just like Kang, whoever's in charge, just watching
Yeah,
this on like a TV monitor. But instead, it was just like we were just watching in the timeline ourselves,
yeah,
and then it slowly comes out, and I thought it was a really cool effect.
yeah. It was like super cool. Like,
One thing
yeah, go on.
I just want to say about this episode in general, even though it was like bloody fantastic, like it was a fantastic episode, I found that there was a bit too much talking than showing.
I get what you mean, but I was okay with it just because the way the actor, what's his name again? Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan
Yeah.
Majors.
Yeah,
The
Jonathan
way
Majors,
he
yeah.
portrayed and spoke was very entertaining, and I couldn't give him either way.
Yeah,
As well as the effect that he used to show Loki and Sylvie what he was talking about.
I was just
So, like,
Yeah, it's
even
yeah.
the
even
Man
during
of
the
Steel
episode-
thing.
I was like, oh, there's a ton of exhibition going on, but I'm really into what's being said, and it feels like it's like it was also given us a visual way, which kind of like gets forgotten in some other media. That's just characters walking and talking about stuff that they did
Yeah.
without showing it.
Also, that
Yeah,
was
this
a cool
episode.
temp pad that he has as well.
Theoretically, that should be like the original tempad, right?
Is that the
Yeah,
default
like
skin
some-
pad?
Like say it's like some like sour like it's like that from some sort of meteor, and then
Yeah.
it controls it and shit like that.
It was pretty cool. I wasn't sure what it was at first. I was just like, what is that he's holding?
He just like
And then it's a temp pad.
I think my favourite part of this episode, you know when you watch shows and then just something's about to go down, it's just like, oh, like,
Yeah.
it's just, you're just presented with this big castle, and you don't know who the hell's in there, and it takes a lot of time to build it up, and then the characters just they don't go straight in there, sort of think about it, just like, oh, okay, hang on, did you want to, okay, right, let's just think about this. And it builds it up, and it doesn't just start off with them in the castle, it builds up, it's just like, oh, who the hell is in there? What the, okay, like, it's super intense. Like, I probably the most tense I've been in the MCU. Because this is like a big
yeah, I
deal.
get what you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as like Miss Minutes came in and like talked about like all like the instead of like finding out who's behind it, or they can do all these possibilities and stuff like that. And as soon as she said "He Who Remains," I was like, uh oh.
I bet you guys were like, thank God it's not Miss Minutes, they're referring to someone as a he.
Yeah,
No,
for a
I mean,
split second when she turned up, I was like, I hope it's not Miss Minute.
I think, I mean,
And then-
I'm pretty, like, we all had a feeling it was Miss Minutes were, like, some sort of, like, behind it all in some sort of way.
I never thought Miss Minutes was a possibility to be behind anything.
Do you
I
know?
just thought she was a quirky character, to be honest.
Right.
Well, like,
Yeah.
up until, like, what, episode 5, forward on from there, we had a feeling. Well, I had a feeling.
I think it's because of Tara Strong's comments, just like, oh, you're gonna find out a lot about her and sinister stuff, and I think that's when people were just like, please no. Do you know? Okay.
Yeah, I never saw any comments.
Do you know
I kind of
why?
stay away from what they say.
Do you know why? Okay, I was very. I felt like a kid waking up on Christmas Day the night before Loki, right?
Loki Eve.
Yeah, it literally Loki Eve, right? And normally what I always do before I watch an episode, I shouldn't probably do this. I always go and look at a few people's reactions on Instagram, and they go on like their stories and just there's like a few sentences, right? I woke up and everyone was freaking out, and from that point I knew it wasn't a disappointment of the reveal.
And then you've also got me saying, "Hey, buddy, stay the fuck off YouTube before you watch this episode."
Yeah, you were hyping me up. Like I got up straight away and I went to watch it.
Yeah,
I think
so should have.
when I can't remember, it was happened today as well, but every time I wake up, I get woken up by Stuart like ringing me to tell me to come on to watch it, and we were just on, and like I was so tired, but as soon as the episode started, I immediately woke up watching it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's just so fucking good.
I know, like Loki is just. I was worried for this episode. It's like, for example, the night before WandaVision finale, I went to bed really excited, but also just like, please don't mess anything up. I was always thinking about the Quicksilver thing, and I woke up and I was disappointed with it. And that was the same with Loki.
Yeah.
It's just like, please don't be just. I'm fine with it being another version of Loki, but it's execution wise.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that.
You know,
like nothing in this feels like they tease the possibility of something happening in this show.
Yeah.
And then we're like, no, bonus.
I think the best thing is that
Jokes.
I'm happy. It's either because I've seen a bunch of people's titles and thumbnails of stuff on YouTube, just like, is Loki finale gonna be a Kang or a boner? And I think they were just obviously not Ralph Boner gonna show, but I think they were using or a boner as just like, is it gonna be a disappoint? Yeah. So I feel like every time there's something building up to something, people are just gonna be like, oh, is Marvel gonna pull a boner? I feel like that's going to be the new phrase.
Something I find funny as well, people are referring to Kang being behind everything as the Mephisto 2.0 theory.
But it came
this
true.
time, this time it was a legitimate theory.
No, there was actually evidence pointing to it.
It wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about how good it was building up to Kang? As in, it wasn't just, oh, Kang's there, I didn't expect that. It had...
Well, technically... It's not really Kang, because...
Closer to a Mortis, I feel like.
Yeah. But as in, like the sort of, Kang stuff. You know?
Yeah.
And I
think... it could be like, you know, Immortus, He Who Remains, which he said. Could be Nathaniel Richards.
Yeah,
or we know.
I think the best thing that they did is, as they were slowly walking in and there's this creepy-ass place, and then it's got all these statues, and to me it was just like, oh, is that like the Council of Kangs or something? Like, just these little hints now and then. And then obviously...
Yeah.
It could have been, but that's just what I thought it was. It might have been.
Yeah, I think it was the Timekeepers.
Did anyone else get...
I don't know why he'd have statues of something he made up.
Yeah.
He probably just likes looking at them like, I'm gonna make statues of these guys.
At one point they were probably real. Like...
Maybe, yeah.
Because you know how he said to, like, Sylvie and Loki, like, he's getting old and he needs someone to take over. Perhaps he was that same person, like, the Timekeeper was there before him, and the Timekeepers needed someone to, you know...
Yeah, maybe just create fake versions or something, yeah.
Because everyone in the TV was like, oh yeah, the Timekeepers are the one, like, you know, the ones above all, pretty much.
Yeah, well, how much of that was bullshit, though?
Yeah, true.
Since we know that a lot of it was bullshit now. Well, it was
you
like,
know,
it was trees
damn,
covered up with a
damn
lie.
middle school robots.
Yeah.
Did anyone else get
Also, there
full
was a...
on... Yeah, go on.
I was going to say, there was another statue that I smashed on the floor.
Oh yeah, that was
I was wondering
okay.
what that might be.
It just adds to just the layer of mystery into it. It's just like, why is there a broken statue on the floor? Why is it so old? Why is nothing clean? Why is it so creepy?
Yeah, it's giving me like a mystery and not an explanation,
Yeah,
but also not in an unsatisfactory way,
Yeah.
unlike some other shows I watch,
yeah,
which give me this stuff, and then I'm just like, I don't understand.
yeah.
I have no faith it'll answer it.
Do you know what was really effective? I think you know the sort of lift that he came down in, and then it just you hear the sound of it just like boom, and then the light under the door, and then there's build up to it, and then it slowly passes. And the split second I saw Jonathan Majors, I was like, no
Yeah.
way.
I immediately recognised it as, well, a Kangask character by the fucking colours of his clothes. But then I
Yeah.
looked up and I saw the actor's face, and I was like, holy shit, it is. I was so happy. I felt validated.
It's one of those things where it's surprising, but not on the way to piss you off.
Yeah, surprising, even though it was kind of obvious
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. People were saying that, you know, the apple that he was chowing down on is the same apple from Doctor Strange.
That's
And I'm like-
reaching.
I was like, that's like saying the whole thing of, you know, in episode 5, how, oh my god, there's a subway train. Is that the same
I
train
was
as
literally just
Spider-Man
about to
2?
bring that up as well. That is reaching. That is it's not. I mean, it could be just a little nod to maybe like I saw someone
like-
say like it was like Adam and Eve or something like that, or maybe it
Yeah,
just like
but
apples.
like-
Or it could
But,
just
you
be
know,
like,
like-
yeah, it could just be like apples.
Yeah, I mean I like apples.
Because you know, I don't think there's only one green apple in the entire fucking MCM. There we go.
Well, after the finale, who knows what is gonna happen?
Multiple apples.
Also, I'm just gonna jump ahead for a bit.
Uh-huh.
So, the whole timeline thing, right? How spoilers if you're.
I mean, people watching this.
Yeah. Why are you even saying spoilers? If you haven't watched it, fucking hurry up and
If
watch
you've
it.
heard Kang like at least 50 times, you should be off this already.
Yeah, like you should. Why are you even watching this? Anyway, when Sylvie kills, well, Jonathan Major's character, should I say? Because you don't really. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it He Who Remains because it's not really Kang, and we
Yeah.
don't know who else
You know,
it is.
you know what I
Well, it's-
call him as
it's
a
not-
nickname?
It's not Kang yet.
Yeah. As a nickname, I just
Yeah,
call
well-
him Kangathan Majors. I don't know why. It just comes to mind.
Okay. Yeah, so when Sylvie kills He Who Remains and the whole timeline branch, right?
Yeah.
Technically, there is no reason for people to get upset about recasting and, like, other things and, like, you know, putting these characters in there because, you know, branching timelines now.
Yeah. Literally anything's canon.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Even
Guess what?
What?
even
The Marvel
man,
superheroes have to face their darkest enemy yet. Rule 34 artist.
oh no.
No. That's who he was trying to stop being unleashed from the multiverse. That's why.
That's where kind of a conqueror comes from.
That's why that face where he's full on panicking, just like I've lost control, and he's just.
He's like, he was getting flashbacks of all the art, and was just like, no, please, no.
I could see people making memes about it. I bet that's why he wanted to keep all the versions of him out.
All the evil ones are just Rule 34 artists.
They're all weebs who live in their mum's basement. He's just like, no.
Wait, no, hang on.
No.
So technically, with all the branching timelines and stuff like that, does that mean Man Thing, like 2005's Man Thing, is canon now?
Well, like the really old Howard the Duck movie now is pretty much canon,
Everything
Oh.
Marvel related that's ever existed.
except in
It's now
humans.
canon
Except in humans.
in the
Except
MCU.
in humans. Except in humans. That's not.
Oh
canon.
no, yeah, no. Even Kang the Conqueror, you saw that? I was like, and Andy, fucking purge that
Yeah,
shit.
even I'm not that evil.
Like, He Who Remains got rid of that. He was like, no, get it out.
He, like,
Get it
snapped
out
out.
now.
He used up the last of his power just to get rid of that.
That was that they pruned that timeline.
Yeah. No, they shoved that in like a... They kept that so hidden, so it would, like, a nihilist would, like, never... the whole timeline would never come back. They gave it to, like, a void, and then they pruned it in the void, and then they just kept pruning themselves to keep pruning it. So they just kept getting
And then
sent
the
to different
cycle of pruning.
voids. Yeah, it's just an endless cycle of just, I prune this, I prune myself, I go to that timeline, I prune this, I prune myself. They gotta keep that as low as you can get it.
So you need to save us all from the horror of
That
a
all-
human.
That also means that Matt Salinger's Captain America is also canon as well.
That's great.
You know what's weird? You know what I think's really weird, right? The fact that if the next movie, Ben Affleck's Daredevil was just running around the street, that would make sense. That would make sense. It's just weird.
I just want
things
to
like
see
that.
him. I hope in like No Way Home, if you just see him in the background in a suit, just running down the street.
He just
Just
his
like
body.
don't even focus on it.
No,
Yeah.
he jumps like what, like 1,000 skyscrapers tall, like in the movie. It's just like, how are your legs not broken?
Just no
Round
one pays
Captain
attention to
America.
it.
How are your legs not broken? Oh, those are the rules from 2006, or wherever it came out. Gravity
Them
worked differently
people.
then. No, he's from a timeline where gravity just doesn't work. He's from a gravity where Isaac Newton never existed. That's why there's no gravity.
Jesus
Isaac Newton
Christ.
didn't invent gravity, so it no longer has an effect.
Oh, do you know what I think's really funny, right? I always used to watch shows with my dad, but like, I obviously, because he gets home at like 8 p.m, I can't wait that long, so... I remember when he came back, we were going to like a restaurant, and on the way I was just like, Dad, I'm not going to say anything about the finale, and he's just like, yeah, what were we saying about a few weeks ago, that who you hoped it was? And I was like, do you remember his name? And I kid you not, he goes, what were we talking about? Was his name Krang the Marvelous? I'm like, no, it's not Krang the Marvelous. Krang...
That's a great name.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, it's Kang the Conqueror, and he goes, oh, it's not Krang the Marvelous. I'm like, no, it's Kang the Conqueror, you muppet. So
Oh no, that's a pretty great name, to be honest. Krang the Marvelous.
You know what? Okay, just hear me out here, right? So, have you two seen Anchorman?
No.
Afternoon delight. Does that answer your question?
Yes. So Finn, you know the scene where like all the news stations like have that fight, have
Yeah.
like the fights and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Just imagine that for Secret Wars, and there's
Oh.
a group of just the Marvel TV movies.
Oh, that would be no. Like the first people that show up that are meant to be like the main one, they're like Disney, and then the next people show up is just like Sony, and it's just like you dirtbags have been in 5th place for 5 years, and then Fox shows up, and then like the people
It's-
behind Inhuman shows up.
It's the TV movies, and Lou Ferrigno's Hulk is just he's just standing there doing nothing.
It's so. It's so that I'd love to see that. It's just all the different companies behind all the different movies. That would be really fun to watch.
Oh my god!
I'd love that.
Then we get like the Lego characters, and then they would just get stepped on because they're the same size.
No, they bring in like a giant Duplo as part of their team.
Oh my god, we need to move on.
That would be amazing. Just a giant, just like Sony shows up, just like, hey, don't forget us. We own Spider-Man. You dirtbags don't own anything. Oh yeah? Well, you're about to be in Dead Place. I watched that a few nights ago. Thank you for bringing Anchorman up. But yeah, all these different timelines. Oh, dude.
Trying so hard to find out what the hell we're talking about.
I know what we're talking about, but dude, like...
I don't.
Rob probably hasn't seen Anchorman.
I haven't. No.
You need to watch Anchorman. As soon as you watch Anchorman and you get to the scene, you will definitely know what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
poor Robert, the last 5 minutes, he's just trying to, like, say something, but he doesn't know because he hasn't seen the movie. Poor
I don't know
Robert.
how to contribute to this conversation. So I'll just say she was a teacher.
Who? Ravona?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what do you guys think about that?
It was
That's
interesting.
cool.
I do
Oh,
feel like
yeah.
Ravonna as a character just lacks any kind of personality or depth to her.
I
She's
dig
kind of like
Verona.
she's kind of one note, I feel
Do you
like.
think you think we're gonna get more of her in season 2,
Oh,
or do you think she'll come
definitely.
back?
Probably,
She'll
yeah.
definitely come
Quantumania.
back. She'll definitely come
She did
back.
say, yeah. She did say she was leaving to go find Mr. Free Will Man.
But if I say Mr. Freeze, I was like, oh, nice to meet you, Red Slayer. Oh.
Arnold's Mr. Freeze. That's canon now. Wait, hang on. Marvel vs. DC, the crossover event in the comic books. Now that's technically canon as well.
Dude, like,
True.
literally, like, okay, right, think about it, right? So, you've got Toby and Andrew coming back for No Way Home, right, obviously.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Um,
what we think.
well,
And hope.
it's pretty much going to happen at this point. What sort of cameos would make sense for them to do in Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah, well, I'm
A
sorry, my brain
slight
is...
nip slip of Kang.
Uh-huh.
Like, just a nip slip
Oh,
of Kang.
It's just a version of Kang where he's just like, I will not conceal my nipples.
They're just
no,
blue.
it's the supermodel Kang.
Supermodel Kang.
Calvin Klein the Conqueror.
Calvin.
Calvin
Yeah.
Kang.
Calvin Kang the Conqueror.
Maybe show, like, Deadpool, but doing a Deadpool fashion, but just having it be his butt.
No.
Yeah.
Do you
No.
think
Yeah,
the
people
Deadpool...
recognize it.
I do reckon
Do you
Deadpool
think
will be in
the
Multiverse
Deadpool-
of Madness.
Do you think the Deadpool and Korg crossover is canon as well?
It is. 100%. Like, Deadpool spoke about how to get into the MCU.
It's
Like, it's
canon.
canon.
It's canon that Korg's talking about. Oh, let's email Marvel.
We should just make Korg a fourth wall breaker now, to be honest. Now that we've done that. I think it would work.
It's just.
Oh,
I remember.
we're getting She-Hulk though, so she's the fourth wall breaker.
Also, yeah, real quick for a second, right? So Multiverse has just gone crazy, right? How do you feel the fact that it's Sylvie that's the one to do it? Because everyone was just guessing that Scarlet Witch was gonna do it.
I think it makes sense. Like, nothing really set up Wanda doing it in
Yeah.
WandaVision.
It's like the thing I sent to Finn, like, last night, or, like, night before. So, like, when the whole branching, like, timelines happen, that happens at the same time where Wanda hears Billy and Tommy's, like, screams.
Yeah, I forgot that's the, like, a theory I've seen as well about how she's actually just peeked into the multiverse
Yeah.
because of what Sylvie's
Cool
done.
as fuck.
Yeah. But, now I'm cool with it being Sylvie. But
Yeah.
I also like that we didn't make it Sylvie... Like, it didn't feel like Sylvie did it out of her being stupid either. It felt like she legitimately thought that this was the correct way to do things.
Yeah.
And just think, we would never have gotten this far. We would never have gotten the multiverse if it weren't for Hulk.
Yeah, Hulk taking the stairs.
Yeah. If it weren't for Hulk hating stairs so much.
Yeah, if Hulk never took the stairs, we wouldn't have got basically all of Phase 4.
Yeah.
If Tony Stark was just like, dude, come on the elevator with us, there would be no anything. There would be no
There'd be
multiverse.
no multiverse, man.
It's the fact that it sounds stupid, but we're not even joking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually canon as to why the multiverse broke.
Or if one of those security guards surrounding Loki just, oh, the Tesseract's on the floor, let me kick it away.
Does that mean those cards were now being written to be stupid on purpose? Because, like, none of them, like, were looking at the prisoner either.
No, they were looking away.
I was also going to say, does that also mean that Hulk has created the multiverse as well?
Yeah, well, technically Hulk is another version of Loki because he's green.
He's...
Oh yeah, I see, yeah.
And then, in Age of Ultron, he's horny.
Okay, well, yeah, multiverse stuff, that's pretty crazy. Oh, okay, half of me was, I watched the episode and I knew I liked it, it was just a lot of stuff to take in, and I rewatched it and I absolutely loved it, and So I got Disney Plus on my phone and I was looking throughout the timeline and I was like, that's a big chunky conversation they put throughout the whole episode. And rewatching it, there's a few things they could taken out, but majority of it was like essential information. And to be honest, I was not bored the entire time because in every single episode building up, I generally had really not much of a solid idea who it was behind it, and it was interesting. It was never, oh, this guy's running the TVA, that's stupid. It's just like, but why? What the hell is he? How does it? You know what I mean? It's just like, how does this all?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you have questions and you're confused by stuff, but you're not annoyed by being confused.
Yeah.
You're more intrigued.
I thought it was really cool how, because obviously you think about it, it's like, okay, if you get to the guy who started it all and who's in charge of the sacred timeline, now what? You know what I mean? It's just like, now what? I like the question behind it. It's just that if you kill me, then what happens? What's your plan after this? You know, cause
Yeah.
I like it presents the idea of just like what next, you know, and then it also
No, what if, not what now.
I realized I literally just said the exact phrase from the trailer, and it like challenges the question, what if? Plus, what if is I'm pretty sure what if it's been placed the way it is because, like...
Yeah, it's kind of like a spiritual... It's like a spin-off of the Loki show in a way to think about it.
Yeah. I sort of like go on a bit of a side note here.
Go on.
Can we make a video? Can we make like a future video of all of Finn's impressions?
No. If anything,
That's a lot to go back down on, man, to find.
dude, I'm gonna have to sit through like a good 30 hours of footage.
I don't know, unless some
by
viewer
us.
does it or something.
If anyone
I
down
can't be
below
asked to do it.
if anyone down below has got the time, just find a bit of footage and snip it and send it me, you know.
Yeah. If you do it, we'll shout you out in the next video.
Yeah, I'm sure our millions of fans are listening and have the effort and the fan heart and all
Yeah,
that.
all our million subscribers.
Yeah, all of our 104 million subscribers.
Yeah, 104 million, am I right, guys?
Maybe.
Yeah.
If I've got a day where I'm just motivated, maybe I'll yeah, maybe not. That's too much effort.
Yeah, I was going to say, how many podcasts have there been now?
This is the 26th one.
Yeah, it's fucking 26 to look over.
I know, that's going to be a lot. I'm just really happy that we've got a finale that is just... Loki
It
has
left
been...
me satisfied.
Loki has been
and wanting more.
consistently great. Has there ever been any slip-ups, to be honest with you?
Nah.
I can't really think of an episode that's better than each other because they're all so
Like,
unique.
maybe once the hype's died down from the show, I might look back and think, well, maybe we could have done a few things differently, but as of right now, there's nothing that I'm looking at and going, okay, I want to go back and change this.
Even I've changed my views on episode 3. Like, originally I said, oh yeah, it's pretty weak, but then I was like, no. That was bad. No, don't say that. It was good.
See, this is what
Great.
happens when the multiverse gets released.
Uh-huh.
It changes Jaden's mind.
Hmm.
Like, this is Jaden from, like, Earth 277.
Yeah. I'm guessing that one of the other versions of Jaden, it's going to be like a mash between Jaden and Kang the Conqueror, because he's Australian, it'll be Kangaroo the Conqueror.
Kangaroo. Kang!
No, it's Kang the Didgeridoo.
Kangaroo the Imagine just... No, they walk into the Citadel, just like, here he is. I'm a Kangaroo the
I'm doing that now. I'm doing that. I'm doing that now. I'm gonna make a bloody Australian Kang.
Oh, wait,
I'm gonna do some...
hang on. Right. Me and Robert are going to be Sylvie in this situation. Right, Robert, you be Sylvie because you've got longer hair than me, and then I'll be Loki. So right. This is us walking into the Citadel, just like.
That's what is that what you wanted me to do?
No, that's I don't actually do Zoidberg. I actually do Sylvie. Okay, right.
Are you guys gonna kiss or?
That was us kissing. Oh wait. So Sylvie, what the hell's going on in the Citadel? Who's behind all this?
I don't know.
There you go.
Sylvie,
I didn't know.
Sylvie, who's that coming? Sylvie, get your... Who's that? Who's that? The vendor door's opening.
Oh, gee, Loki, who is that?
Who is that?
Hey, bloody hell, guys. How you doing, guys?
Oh, bloody hell, it's a kangaroo. He's off in a
Oh,
pouch.
didgeridoo!
What's your name, Kangaroo?
I start hopping around with boomerangs in both my hands.
You've got like a puppet of Kang in like your little pouch.
In his pouch, he's just got like what? It's just full of like infinity stones.
Do you
Just
know,
all
do
sorts.
you know what it is? Do you know what it is? It's Kangaroo Jack. Have you seen Kangaroo Jack?
I haven't. I know
No.
of it
Oh
though.
my!
Oh no!
It's Kangaroo Jack.
Oh no! It's Kangaroo Didgeridoo instead of Kang the Conqueror. That sounds so stupid.
Kangaroo the didgeridoo.
I am Kangaroo the Didgeridoo, and I'm here to take over the multiverse-aroo.
He ends everything in Roo.
Everything in Roo. Even just hello Roo. How are you, Roo?
Hello, Roo.
Even when he coughs, Roo.
Okay, I'm gonna make a Photoshop of that, and I'll send it to you guys.
Please, just put a Kang helmet over a kangaroo, make his face blue, and I'll put it in the thumbnail. Just Kangaroo the Didgeridoo. This is the main villain of Loki. Is it weird how I'd prefer that to be the main villain other than Miss Minutes?
No, this is great.
This is great. Feige's listening in, and we just hear him leave the call. We're like, oh crap. I just check my phone.
we always hear some fuzzy ideas, guys. And then it records, disbands.
I just go on Instagram. It's just breaking news. Insiders have confirmed Kangaroo the Didgeridoo is going to be the new villain of the MCU.
Like immediately after the article has been published and everything.
Oh,
Like just not even 5 minutes later.
yeah, of this leak recording, and it's just us just going, oh, who's that? I don't know. Hello? It's just us acting that out. Oh, by the way, speaking of Feige, by the way, he held a meeting a few weeks ago. No, it was like a few days ago, and he got all these directors and all the people at Marvel, and he sat down and explained to them how the multiverse worked and how things should be handled. Like, that's like next level planning.
Yeah, getting all your directors, all the people who are going to be involved in the future of the movies, involved, get them all up to date so they know what to do.
Yeah.
And then you have DC.
Just like,
With-
what do we do with
with
Superman?
DCU.
Make him black.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Wait, what do you mean?
Make him black, but make him the Henry Cavill version.
But we can't just make him black and have him in the same business. We can. Why not? Just accept it. Just accept it.
Are we doing another Ben Affleck movie? I don't know who's Ben Affleck.
Oh, we're still gonna get through 2 Harley Quinn spin-offs, yeah, and we'll sit on it.
Are we still doing Flashpoint? Kinda.
But it's Flashpoint, but without any of things that happen in Flashpoint.
It literally is.
Wait, why is Michael Keaton in this? Oh, he wandered on set, so we give him a role. But what? Yeah.
Michael Keaton does this thing. He wanders the streets at night just with his cowl on. He was
Yeah.
like, "Do you want to be in this movie?" He was like, "Yeah."
Mr. Keaton, this is the 3rd and final warning. Get off the set of this movie. No, I'm Batman. No, you're not. You're drunk.
No, I'm Batman.
No, you've pissed your
You
pants.
don't tell me what to do.
You've pissed your pants and you smell of barbecue sauce. Get off set right now.
My barbecue sauce.
Because he's Batman.
Oh, okay.
Just accept it.
Damn it, Robin.
Damn it,
We've gone so off topic with this fucking episode.
This is fun now. I'm enjoying it. I think one of...
It's the finale. What the hell? Let's go out.
Let's just celebrate Loki, dude. I must say that the big conversation at the very end... Actually, no. This is one of my favourite moments of the episode, right? You know when you get chills in stuff, right? The best moment is when he's talking about stuff, then out of nowhere, there's just... there's a focus on Kang. Oh, no, I'm just going to call him Kang. There's a focus on a Kang, and then he's sort of just like, I'm so sorry, I Piers, I know that I said I knew what would happen up until about, well, right now, and he's there like, you know that something's coming, you know that Kang's trying to rip his way through reality, it's just like, oh, something's coming. Like, I got chills.
Yeah.
I genuinely got chills. Like, I do think that, because that wouldn't have, this whole show actually wouldn't have worked if it was a movie. You know, because we've got...
No, I definitely wouldn't.
It's like we've got more time for shots to focus on characters, which adds more emotional weight to things.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
What?
So I'm doing like the kangaroo, the didgeridoo thing, alright?
What, right now?
I didn't even know you were doing it.
I was still the entire time. That's why I zoned out when he was talking about the DC stuff.
You idiot.
Oh, fool.
Oh, what? Can we? Okay, what do you guys think about
Hey,
the Loki
hey,
and
I
Sylvie
wasn't
situation?
finished. I wasn't finished.
Alright.
So, I'm gonna reference, like, not reference images, but like getting images for the Photoshop, right?
Oh, does the character
And
actually exist?
what I'm looking at right now is something called Kangaroo the Conqueror.
I can't wait to see what this looks
Oh
like.
my god! Oh my god! Remember how they had the Marvel Animal stuff,
Wait, no
like
way.
Spider-Ham and
Wait, no way.
Spider-Ham? And,
Wait, no
I'm not
way.
even fucking kidding you. I'm gonna send it.
Wait, no way. No way is that a thing. You're lying to me.
We need to sue Marvel now.
You're lying to
It's
me.
all our idea.
There is no way there's a Kangaroo the Conqueror. Don't you
Dude,
lie
I
to
fucking
me.
told you. Michael fucking Kevin Feige was in the call.
Michael Kevin Feige, oh yeah. Where are you saying this on, Jaden? There's no way. There's actually no way. Don't you lie to me. Where are you
I'm not
sending this
fucking
on?
lying to
Where are
you,
you
boy.
sending me? Where are you
Oh
sending
my
me?
god, I'm an idiot. I saw this on Reddit earlier.
No way! No. There's no way. There's
And you
no.
need. And
Finn.
when you edit this video, you need to put this image when we
I'm
talk
going
about
to.
this.
Why is he chasing a bar of soap?
He wants to
my-
wash, apparently.
There's also another one.
There's no way. There's no way. We're sitting there joking about it. Oh my god.
And it was real this whole time.
There's no. Oh my god. Well,
Oh my god!
what the hell? No,
Oh my
dude,
god.
the thing is that they could literally make a small reference to that in like Loki season 2 or something. So then like we're sitting there saying it as a joke, but we're gonna go back and watch this podcast and be like, wow, they really did have Kangaroo the Conqueror show up. There's no way.
Marvel owes us money, man.
There's
We gave
no
them that
way.
idea.
Oh my
Obviously.
god. There's actually no way.
Marvel's gonna owe me money because I'm gonna make the live action one.
There's no way. That's actually hilarious. There's no way. That's actually really funny. Kangaroo the Conqueror. That's fucking
It's
hilarious.
fucking weird, because I saw that on Reddit earlier, but I completely fucking forgot about it.
That's so funny. Oh my god. Jaden, I thought you were talking out your ass. That's so funny.
But as soon as I saw it, I'm like, what is this?
Oh, by the way, what did you guys think of the Loki and Sylvie kiss?
I was very upset when they started fighting, and then I was happy when they kissed.
I like
And
that
then I was
conflict
upset
in
when
that
she kissed
episode.
I liked a bit of a sword fight they did.
Well, loads of people are saying it's
Yeah.
self-cessed, but that's not even a thing, because in the
Doesn't
real
exist
world,
in real
it
life.
doesn't exist. Like, two,
I don't think it is.
it's like, for example, this is a weird comparison. It's like if Richard E. Grant, well, not the actual actor, but say classic Loki and boastful Loki got it on. It's like they're two very different people.
Yeah. They have completely different biology.
Okay, now that I've said that, James gonna look up and that's actually gonna exist.
No,
What,
I'm
Steve
going on.
Grant?
I'm not
Making
going
out
on
with
Rule
whatever that actor's
34.
name is.
I'm not going on Rule 34. Okay,
Please don't.
I'm not.
Please don't.
I'm not. Still looking at Kangaroo Jack stuff. It's okay.
Okay, the ending was very Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
I wonder if they made homage to that, or if that was just a coincidence.
yeah, it's very, like the Mark Wahlberg version was like a giant chimp Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lincoln.
it was cool seeing Loki flipping terrified. He's just like,
I know, we've never really seen that before.
Yeah, I know, it was actual chills because he comes in and you just presume that they're, like, Mobius and B-15 are fine. He's just like, there are a lot of dangerous people coming, we need to prepare, we're in for an all-out war.
Yeah,
Okay.
I loved the way
won.
actually, because he was probably shitting himself.
Yeah.
Like, he was so fucking worried.
And he's just like, okay, wait, what, are you an analyst, right? Where do you work? Who
And
are
he's like-
you? And it's just like, at that point I was like, what the hell? And the Kang statue...
Then he looks up, yeah, and sees Kang.
Clarification,
statue maker.
that was Kang, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much. It's the outfit he was wearing was Kang.
It is the Kang.
Yeah,
Okay,
just without the helmet.
Yeah, that is such a... Okay, that ending, it's generally just like, oh crap. It's like, what? The villains won.
Yeah, again.
Yeah. As in, like, the villains won and he's only just showed up.
I know, they introduce a villain and he immediately wins. Kind of.
I thought it was
Yeah.
such a sweet ending, and I'm so excited for season 2 because I just genuinely was thinking just like we'd never get a season 2 of Loki. It'd be in discussion, but I don't think we'd ever get it, and then boom, plus
You
the
know
multiverse
how-
of madness.
In the credits, they revealed a season 2
Yeah,
by just having a folder that says season 2.
yeah.
People posted on Instagram and people were like, oh, that's a spoiler. But I'm not sure how confirmation of a season 2 is a spoiler.
Well, some people could be like, oh, Loki could die in this episode or something.
I don't think anyone was thinking.
You know when it just pops over to like a sheet of paper and it says like Loki Lawfison on it? Like, my first instinct was just that it's going to be an end credit scene where Loki's part of the TVA now and he's just working as just some guy.
That would have been interesting.
That's generally what I thought, but yeah, the ending was just
I
like,
thought-
oh crap.
An end credit scene might be like a slight glimpse of actual Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah. Well, we kind of got that, but like in the flesh and blood, you mean?
Yeah, in the flesh and blood.
Yeah.
Like, similar to Thanos' like, turn head smile.
Yeah. But like, dude, that ending, it's just like, oh crap, okay. It's just the fact that, okay, he's here, and he's won, and everyone doesn't know anything, and it's just like, what now?
What now?
Yeah.
I am gonna say, Loki for me is a very deserving 10 out of 10.
I agree.
It's been consistently excellent. Look at other MCU shows, for example. The creators would be like, oh, there's going to be some big cameos in this, and then...
Gonna be some heartwarming shit, you're gonna cry
yeah,
over
the
it.
ending's gonna be like, there's gonna be an insane post-credit scene. There's all these... I think it was the fan theories that messed up WandaVision. And it'll be built up, and while the show is very good, it's just like, oh, the cameos you hyped up, it's getting disappointed from stuff they say. Meanwhile, with Loki, the big bad has been, like, kind of set up to be Kang, and it was. And we got some
I like
insanely
that
good cameos.
they didn't really hype anything up outside of the
Yeah.
show. Like, Tom Hiddleston didn't come and saying, oh yeah, there's a really good cameo in the fucking season finale that I think
Yeah.
the fans are gonna really love.
Mm,
Because technically there was no cameo.
yeah. Meanwhile, in
nothing
Loki, we got 4 Lokis in one post-credit scene.
Yeah.
Oh, also, Tom Hiddleston did say that Loki Season 2 is going to be even crazier, which, how can you top Season 1 in terms of craziness?
Probably going into actual timelines this time.
Yeah, which I'm really excited about. They could
That'd be
always...
so fun.
Okay, since they're doing Toby and Andrew, right?
They
Do you
could.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not saying that they're going to show up, but what I'm saying is that since they're doing Toby and Andrew past MCU actors returning their roles, do you think anyone else in past Marvel films could reprise their roles?
Wait, what was the question?
Fucking Quicksilver.
We're talking about because Toby and Andrew are going to be in No Way Home. Do you think that the multiverse stuff is going to have any other actors show up? Like, say, for example, Lou Ferrigno as Hulk.
Wesley Snipes played
No. Wesley Snipes was right.
as a
No.
He's like,
as a mentor.
he's like, can I have my eyes closed?
Oh, I get that. Yeah, from learning what he did on the set of Blade Trinity, I don't want to see him in anything. So, scratch that. They wouldn't introduce him before they introduced Blade. What about Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider? Or would they just introduce Ghost Rider?
That would be
Ghost
fucking
Rider?
awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or they could always do a few X-Men. You know, they could get Hugh Jackman as a variant of Wolverine.
Just Hugh Jackman though. That's who he is.
It's just. Oh wait, so who are you? Oh, I'm Hugh Jackman, mate.
Feige's in it.
Kevin Feige.
Kevin Feige will
He's
play
a variant
Wolverine.
of no. Kevin Feige shows was a variant of Wesley Snipes.
You can tell because he'll have his eyes closed for the whole time.
Yeah, and you have to CGI them open. Well, to be fair, no, the CGI these days you probably won't be able to tell.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't. I reckon. I'm pretty sure there's like an old version of Thor in one of the old TV shows. They could get Luke.
Yeah, it was on like Hulk or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. but it wasn't actually Thor. It was like some guy that just called himself Thor or something.
I reckon Deadpool would be a big thing moving forward.
I hope that's just how they bring him
really?
into the MCU through the Loki show.
I mean, they could. They could do. I reckon they
Just have Tom Hiddleston, no, not Tom Hiddleston, have Loki go into like fucking Deadpool's world and just have him meet Deadpool, but Deadpool's just laying down and it's just like, oh hey Tom.
To be fair, that's something
I think
he'd
that'd be
say if he
perfect.
met Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Like, oh hey Benedict,
It's
oh hey Sherlock.
He's like, so is this official? I'm in the MCU now? So it's like, what are you talking about? He's like,
just imagine like he like comes through like into the like the real well not like their real world, like the main world, and
Yeah.
Deadpool's like, wow, who would have thought I would have rocked up here from two Lokis kissing?
I hope he says that.
I'm actually not
Like,
against.
just have all the Avengers, have Loki there, and then have Deadpool say that.
I'm actually not against Loki and Sylvie being a thing.
I'm not either. I think that it's kind of cute and wholesome.
I think it's cool. Oh, it's okay. It's crazy to the point in the MCU where it's just like, okay, we've done the Infinity Saga. What can top this next? Bringing back
Time
old
travel.
actors and multiverse stuff. You know,
That always excites, yeah.
it's just exciting to think about that. Literally,
The thing is,
anything
we know it
can
works.
now.
We know that works because DC have been doing that for years as well.
Yeah,
Bringing back old actors to
yeah,
either reprise roles or as a legacy cast.
yeah.
Or legacy casting, then reprising their roles.
Yeah, it's just, it's cool the fact that this is an actual possibility now, that in basically, like, in the same year, we've already been seeing Deadpool being announced in the MCU, which was earlier this week. Daredevil is,
Yeah.
I believe a lot of the Spider-Man rumors, right? We're going to see 2 Spider-Men, Daredevil, and Deadpool be acknowledged into the MCU in 1 year. That's flipping insane.
Yeah. I can like Robert. I'm not sure if you were there when I was telling Ben about this, but the whole like CW Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover thing. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Do you know like at the start and at the end how like they've all got the different Earths and stuff, and
Yeah.
specifically at the start how all the Reds
Oh,
there,
obvious,
and,
but wiped out, yeah.
all the Earths getting wiped out. It shows like every like different like Earth and stuff like that. Like let's say like the stuff from like the Michael Keaton Batman and like the old like the Adam West Batman and stuff like that. Just imagine if that was like if that happened in like with Loki, like or it shows all the different timelines for like say, for instance, one of the old like one of the old movies, and then you see like a
Japanese
branch.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, like you see like a branch, like a crack in the sky.
Yeah,
or something like
that would have been cool. I do find it funny how both DC and Marvel have used the multiverse to bring new stuff into their universes, but DC used it to like kind of... DC did it to kind of like reboot their canon a bit,
Yeah,
whereas Marvel did it to open up their old canon and bring it in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which I find it's kind of interesting how
Yeah.
they both just did the opposite.
It's just cool that Marvel's just planning all this stuff out, and the fact that the thing that's so good about the MCU is that all the stuff that you dream that would literally be like, oh, you know what would be a dream if this happened? All of that is happening. Like,
Yeah.
it's a dream that Toby and Andrew would come back. It's a dream that we're getting introduced to a multiverse.
I mean, it was a dream to have just Spider-Man in the MCU in general.
yeah, it's just the fact that, oh, all this stuff would never happen because Disney doesn't own Fox. Oh, Disney, what'd you say? Yeah, I just brought Fox. Yeah, what? What? You
did it
brought the company.
over to you.
Yeah, I can't be bothered to buy individual characters, so I just brought the whole company. Right.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just...
I am
the quality of
upset,
Loki...
though,
Yeah, go on.
that Mobius didn't get his jet ski.
Season 2, buddy. Season 2.
Season 2, man. I hope in Season 2 we found out what Mobius was.
Owen Wilson.
He was
That's
actually
all I
a
want.
jet ski.
Do you know what would be really cool?
Mm-hmm.
If it turns out like that, Mobius is a variant, or like, the real, quote unquote, real Mobius is an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. or agent of S.W.O.R.D.
No,
That'd be funny.
no, I wouldn't like that.
But yeah,
It made the universe feel a little bit small. Well, the multiverse now, but you know what I mean?
I want him to
Yeah.
be just Owen Wilson.
Wow.
Wow.
What a good
See, they said wait.
thing.
They said he won't say wow this season. They didn't say anything about fucking season 2.
Oh?
So
I
we might
you know when you
still
go on
get it.
Instagram and
I
then there'll be like,
saw-
oh, spoiler alert. I guarantee there'll be like a wow thing for season 2 if he says
Wow.
it.
I,
It'll be considered as a
I
spoiler.
saw this morning. So Kate Herron is not
Oh, yeah, she's
coming
not
back
directing
to direct
Yeah, she's
season
not.
2. So it could be different. Maybe this new director would like Owen Wilson to say wow.
I love how,
His
like,
brother.
I never heard of Kate Herron before, but all of a sudden it's just Kate Herron walks in, makes a masterpiece, and leaves. That's literally...
She's like, bye.
Also, right, we might need to wrap this up because it's getting a little bit long. Not as long as our last Loki one, but, yeah, Loki, in terms of quality, it's... The cinematography is
Loki
gorgeous.
that.
Yeah, the cinematography is gorgeous. The character work's amazing. The story was new. It was fresh for the MCU. It was a brilliant concept. The finale was not a disappointment. It was excellent. Overall, the entire series has not been a letdown one bit. It's a 10 out of 10 from me.
Yeah, it also had a good cliffhanger, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Such a
the
good
entire
cliffhanger.
series made 10 out of 10. This episode 9.
Yeah, it's
It-
just...
it's not 9.5.
incredible. I love it so much. It's excellent. It's actually
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah.
I give it a 10 out of 10 as well.
By the way, a short note, we've now covered all of Loki, which is pretty cool. That's another
Epic.
series that
Also-
we've covered all of.
also-
Epic gamer noises.
Just quickly want to say something as well. Suicide Squad has gotten a lot of fantastic
I
reviews.
haven't seen a bad
I
one.
thought you said Suicide Sport. I got
Like-
really confused.
Everyone's like praising it as like the best, like probably like the best movie that James Gunn has done.
Yeah. Well, I never... You know when you get those movies where it's just like, I don't expect that to get bad reviews, I expect that to be amazing. If it's got James Gunn attached
Yeah.
to it, it's just like...
Yeah, it's got fucking James Gunn on it. Of course it's gonna be good.
I'm
Like,
actually
Yeah,
excited to see that.
In a way, I'm glad that Marvel fired him for that bit. Because
Yeah.
if they
Yeah.
didn't fire him, we would not be getting the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, plus they got him back and we're getting him for Guardians 3.
I'm definitely gonna look at this new movie as like the definitive DCU Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to look at it as.
So what?
The definitive DCEU Suicide Squad. I'm just gonna view it as that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You guys... Yeah, overall,
I'm ready.
Loki's incredible. It's a masterpiece. It's one of Marvel's best. Top 3 for me. Top 3 MCU.
Whoa, it was top 5 not so long ago. Bloody hell.
Yeah, at first I wasn't too sure, but now I think about it, yeah, top 3. So yeah,
Nice.
you guys are ready to wrap up?
I'm ready to wrap up and do my editing for this kangaroo the
That's still, I'm not going to shut up about that for weeks now. That's actually so funny. I'm going to go tell my dad right now. He's going to be like,
Could
"Really?"
Kang and Kangaroo have sex?
Robert, this isn't a time. Okay, you know what? Thank you guys so much for watching all of our Loki breakdown. And I'm going to leave it here since Robert just brought that up.
Bye.
See you guys.